Never meet your heroes. They'll slam the door in your face.
Are coming tonight, right?
I said I was.
Yes. Yes, you did.
You still standing out there?
No.
Oh. I mean, yeah, not on purpose. You know, I'm just tying my shoe.
Oh, I blew it. How embarrassing. I'm gonna think about this poor interaction for weeks. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for that, Chuck. Welcome to the Ryan Beardy live stream. Today is February 20th, and I'm going to be going over the gaming news for the week, and we're going to be playing some more Sunset Overdrive. I think I'm getting close to the end of the game today, and I was wondering whether or not I was going to buy the DLC because I want to do a review of the game and put it on YouTube. The DLC is about, there's two sets, both of them are $10, so $20 for everything. I may, at a later date, play through the DLC and include that in the review video, or I may just watch somebody do a playthrough of it, because I've got the gist of, the important thing that I want to talk about is the movement of the game when I do my review. And I don't think that the gameplay changes in the DLC. I think it's just new areas, new weapons, and new the multiplayer mode, Chaos Squad. So I think I'm getting close to the end of Sunset Overdrive. I might end it at the end of the base game and then figure out the DLC stuff at a later date. But for the gaming news, so I'm gonna mention this just because Chuck linked it last time. The Guilty Gear Strive beta that started on the 17th, and while I haven't had access to play it because I'm going to be playing it on PC when it does come out, and the beta test I think is specifically for PS4. I'd actually have to check to see if you need PlayStation Online in order to matchmake, because now that I think about it, there's sometimes, I know a lot of free games you don't need online service payments for, like Fortnite, for example. So it's still going on now. Maybe I'll check that after the fact. But I've been watching Leffen stream it on Twitch, and it looks interesting. The thing that I did, I think it's still on sale now, so I'll at least bring it up for the news, because Chuck also linked that to me. I played one of the older games, Guilty Gear XX. Okay, yeah, it's still on sale, great. Yeah, so I've been playing an older version of it with some friends, and I might do the same thing later today, because one's actually been practicing it, which surprised me. So this is $3. This is released in 2015, and I believe it's got rollback online, because it's one of those where the fans added in online, and then the developers surprisingly patched it into the main game. So that's something I've been playing a little bit of. Brought some coffee with me this time, which is me in rare form. So I think, in fact, earlier, a couple weeks ago, maybe I can find it here, there was a tease that the creator of Silent Hill was working on something related to the okay, yeah, so Silent Hill creator says he's working on a multi-platform horror-themed action-adventure. So I covered this December 23rd, and here we have what I assume is an update on the same title. Silent Hill creator Keiichiro Koyama teases new horror project with eerie concept art. So, creator of Silent Hill, Siren, and Gravity Rush. I didn't know about Siren. I knew about Silent Hill and Gravity Rush. I keep learning something new. You need PlayStation Online to play the multiplayer. Other than that, there's an offline tutorial mode. Okay, yeah, then I'm probably just going to wait till the final release. That's a shame. Because like I said, some of the free titles, they'll allow you to do... they'll allow you to bypass the online fee. I'd rather play online on XX Core. Thanks for that link, I appreciate that. Alright, so Toyama, you might recall, departed SCE Japan Studio, where he'd worked for over 20 years at the tail end of 2020, announcing his new company, Bokeh Game Studio, at the same time. Poke is home to several other SCE Japanese studio alumni, including Gravity Rush lead designer Junya Okuda and Kazanobu Sato, who worked on The Last Guardian, which I still need to play. Puppeteer I've never heard of. Toyama shares a few insights into the still unnamed project in a newly released promotional video. The view I have of horror is everyday life being shaken. Rather than showing scary things, it should question our position, make us challenge the fact that we're living peacefully. I would like that to be the theme of my next game. That is really interesting. That speaks to me like psychological horror in the same vein, not in the same vein, in the same vein as Silent Hill 2, but in the execution of Silent Hill 4. Because Silent Hill 4's thing was like, or like the original concept for it was like fear in daylight. Like Silent Hill 4 takes a familiar place, the room, and then like makes it unfamiliar. So that's interesting. I really like that. Really like that idea. And the other thing was after Silent Hill 2. After Silent Hill 2, they wanted to do a similar concept with Silent Hill 3, but Konami kind of took over in the sense that they wanted the game to continue from Silent Hill 1 because there were like some loose ends that they wanted to tie up. So I still am in love with the end product of Silent Hill 3, but like given the fact that it wasn't what Silent Hill 2, like it wasn't that progression of the themes of Silent Hill 2, was a little disappointing. So taking everyday life and making it scary, questioning our position, like this speaks to me in that same like inspiration. That's I'm really looking forward to this project the more I hear about it. And it's under its own team, so they've probably got full creative control, which is awesome. So, rather than focusing on pure horror, Toyama says he wants to keep elements from the genre while making participants feel exhilarated while playing. To that end, he's drawing inspiration from the popular death game subgenre, which he often reads and enjoys. These works tend to add entertainment to somewhat brutal worlds. You have these regular people driven into irrational situations, their only edge emotionally, while dealing with action or drama. This influenced me, and I think I'll show it in my next game. Interesting. What was that? To that end, he's drawing inspiration from popular death game subgenre. Is that like Danganronpa? Like that kind of a thing? And the Zero Escape trilogy? Or I guess even more popularly, Saw. That's all the information Toyama is seemingly willing to share at this moment, but the video touches on a number of topics. I'll have to watch the video at a later date. I assume it's this. But yeah, I'm interested. I'm here for it. This is gonna be a big one. Oh, I did pre-order that. Thank you for linking that. I just did that this morning. This I'll skim through. But there was a Nintendo Direct, so I will go over the highlights of it. First thing is the new Smash character is Xenoblade, what's up, Azura? Yeah, so the new character is Pyra and Mithra, and apparently they're being treated as two separate characters, even though they switch between each other, which is weird, because up until Smash Ultimate, transformation characters have existed, like Zelda Sheik, Samus, Zero Suit Samus. Like, they existed as the same character, and they made an effort to separate them. So it's weird to me that, like, I would have just not had them switch and just had this DLC include two characters or something. Did you see HBox being dragged for making a video all about her body? I have not. Ugh. So, I mean, I assume the fan base was quick to react, given the way that you said being dragged for making a video. I don't like the Xenoblade character designs, like, I'll be honest, but I think I can say that comfortably just because it's a matter of taste. Like, I don't really think that the game looks all that great. What's up, P-Boy? So while this is a miss for me, like there's so many characters in Smash, where I stand at the moment is any character, like as long as they're keep adding new characters, I'm happy. And what I would prefer is stuff that is either third party or a brand new IP. And while this is neither, again, like there's so many characters in Smash, like this is already a once in a lifetime kind of game. So I'm always excited for new content, whatever it is. I can't wait to revisit Ultimate in a little bit more detail once the pandemic's over and I can play locally and not have to play online. Because until then, I'm gonna play Melee. But that's about all I have to say about this character. New content, I like it. E-Boy's the one I told you was practicing Guilty Gear, so I'm gonna have to do that at some point today. I also started SMT4 Apocalypse. I'm like 3 hours into that maybe, so I'm gonna also do that this weekend. Right, what's next? Oh, Outer Wilds I really want to play. I'm a little salty I missed the physical release. It had like a limited print. This is the game I really want to play, and who knows, I don't know when I'll get to it, but the fact that it's on Switch is neat. Ooh, this is interesting. So, Famicom Detective Club is literally a Japanese Famicom exclusive detective game, and they redid it from the ground up. And these animations look really good. So, like, given the origin of, like, a Famicom detective game that has been localized for the first time, and basically remade with, like, really beautiful visuals, I want to try these games. I thought that this looked really interesting. So I said the last time, that looks like a pretty literal translation. The girl who stands behind. I had nothing, I don't know anything about what this game is, but it's number 5 in a series, and it looks like Dynasty Warriors gameplay. I got nothing to say. This is neat. There's actually like 2, I think there was a SNES and either a PS1 or a Saturn or a Dreamcast RPG that got remastered, like both advertised in this. So I'll get to the other one when it comes up, but I'd love to play. This is The Secret of Mana, I believe. I gotta visit the Mana series in its entirety at some point. So the fact that there's a remake and the fact that it's on Switch is excellent for me. That'll incentivize me. The Legend of Mana. Okay, yeah, so that's absolutely a good thing. I'm really happy that all these Mana games are coming. Yeah, Secret of Mana is the first one, I think. More info for Monster Hunter Rise. I don't have much to say about Rise. I like Monster Hunter, but super casually, and I haven't touched nearly any of the content in Monster Hunter World, so I'm probably just going to keep playing World every now and then. And then once I finish with that, maybe I'll jump to a new game. Glad I can watch you play these games that I won't be playing. Yeah, so that's about it for Monster Hunter. Ooh. I still gotta play the Mario Tennis. Apparently the Mario Tennis game was really well received. So I'm interested in this as well. And it has a speed run mode to it. I'll let this play for a second before I talk about that. It's such a small touch, but I like that all these Mario characters are in golf outfits. Because I think the GameCube ones, I don't think they were just in their standard overalls. So the tennis game and this golf game, the fact that they're in golfing outfits is great. Like, it does it for me. Anytime they give these characters some kind of personality, best thing from the direct, hands down. I will absolutely, like I said, I gotta get the tennis game. That game hasn't gone down in price at all. Nintendo games don't, by the way, so like, I don't know, I'm not surprised or anything. It's just I haven't jumped on playing the tennis game because of that reason. But this looks fun. This is it, speed golf. So this is crazy, like you're all playing at the same time, there's items, and you can run around the map. That's so cool. Like, I'm glad they thought of it because I wouldn't have, but it's so cool. I will play it for this mode for sure. Next Black Friday, it'll be $40. And the thing is, I need a physical copy, so it can always go on sale digitally. But I'm a picky gamer. All right, what's next? Borderlands. Oh, did I skip through the entire thing? So this is a port of a Telltale Borderlands game. I've got nothing to say. I haven't played any of the Telltale games. I know The Wolf Among Us is probably the most popular one of them. The zombie one too. Why is the name not why can't I remember the name? This is interesting. I like the concept, but this is like you download the app and then you get one game for free and then you have to buy each arcade. I've seen this done before, but I don't know where. I feel like there's phone games that do that. This is a port. I had to ask what this was the first time I watched it. This is a port of an original Xbox game. I think Chuck was the one that looked it up. I'm very excited for this. However, I haven't played 1 and 2. And they're also on Switch now, so I need to catch up before I play 3. And I will absolutely stream these games as soon as I get the chance. As soon as I actually go through with my word. This looked interesting. This was an indie game. It looked like heavy speed running Mirror's Edge, but like RPG elements with the card game, with the card actions. It looked interesting. Hey P-Boy, did you watch the Blizzard event? Because I wanted to talk a little bit about that, but they didn't upload just trailers to their YouTube. They only uploaded like the entire day. Can you like tell me what they revealed? It was Overwatch 2, it was a remake of Diablo 2, and then like some other stuff. Yeah, just if there's anything to link that has like a list of all the announcements, I'll take that. I've got nothing to say about Batgirl and Friends. This was like a live service game that I don't think anybody actually heard of before. But it's a team-based tactical shooter. What's up, Scarecrow? Thank you, Chuck. This is just for Diablo. Okay, this is the announcement trailer. So link me all that stuff in the Discord if you don't mind, and then as soon as I'm done with the direct, I'll move along. Okay, yeah. Alright, cool. I'm gonna take these links and post them in the Discord, and then I'll just keep going. I think that was the same link. Oh well. Alright, Mitomo. I think this is $50 when the 3DS original release was $40. I'm assuming that there's more content in this. They didn't really say, but a lot of people like Mitomo. It's Mitomo, right? Or Miitopia. Okay. A lot of people like Miitopia, and I've never played it. It looks like a fun, casual thing, but Nintendo's been very anti-consumer lately, and I'll get into that with another release on this thing. But this is $50 when the original release was $40. I feel like it could be a digital only, like, $30 game or something at most. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that, because I actually talked about it earlier when it was leaked that was happening. Animal Crossing updates. I like that this new support for Animal Crossing, in the sense that like you bought the base game and they're doing holiday updates and like event updates like they would the phone game. I really like how it's being supported. So again, given that this isn't even a holiday, it's just like adding new content. It is a cool idea. Nothing that would bring me back to Animal Crossing, just because I'm not one to get like hooked on it. I usually play Animal Crossing for like the first month or 2 months, and then I just move on to the next thing. It's fun, but I don't get like sucked into Animal Crossing. So that's cool. That's all I have to say. Everybody should buy Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. It's a really good Mario game, super underrated. It's not only on the Wii U anymore. I know it's $60, but if you haven't played it, it's still a new game to you. That's all I have to say. I'm moving on. Ooh, Project Triangle, right? The wonderful name. More hyped than I am for Burning Crusade release. I want to play Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. I don't really want to play anything after that. I don't want to play anything after that. So the fact that I hope that they haven't changed to a whole lot. This looks interesting. I know it could be skipped, but I always like playing the old, like, I just like playing old games. I want to play it for the, because it's old. I've seen a little bit of gameplay for it, but yeah, let me get into Diablo when I get there. Project Triangle looks cool. I haven't played a lot of tactical games. My experience with them is very shallow. Like, I've played one Fire Emblem game, the one where they did 2 releases, and I didn't really play through the whole thing. This looks cool. I haven't played Octopath Traveler. I want to do that, but that's a different genre. Tactical games, I feel like I gotta play stuff like Final Fantasy Tactics. Into the Breach is another one I want to play. Is that all? There's more tactical games I want to play, so I probably won't play this one. But it looks cool. I like the Octopath art style. But there's a demo out for this, so you can try that. Launching 2022. So the demo's out today. Yeah, I like they did that with the original release of Octopath Traveler. They had a demo and a survey. I think Bravely Default 2 is the same thing. They had a demo and a survey. I like that approach. I don't follow these games enough to know what they do with, like, if they communicate after the survey, but I think it's a cool idea. This was just a teaser. There's nothing to talk about. This I'm not interested in. Was it like a Ubisoft live service multiplayer game? I'll skip that. This game, the World's End Club. This is interesting, right? So I've actually heard of this game before. This has been released, I don't know what year, like a couple years ago. It was originally an Apple exclusive, like an Apple Arcade exclusive game. And it's the people who made Danganronpa and the people who made Zero Escape Club and the character artist for Pokemon, Sun and Moon and after. It's a really interesting combination of people who worked on this game. But I watched one YouTuber talk about it, and he didn't have a lot of good things to say. I don't remember the in-depth criticisms for this, but I'm not excited to play this. I might skip it and kind of just look into it again through that video I watched, and maybe when it comes out, other people will talk about it. I'm more interested in like what went wrong, or like why people are mixed on it. But I'm not interested to play it myself. Looks fine. Looks average. Hades coming physically to Switch. I got my pre-order this morning. Hades is a really fantastic roguelike that I haven't played yet. So the fact that it's getting a physical release caters to me because I like physical games. I like things on my shelf. So now's the time for me to play it. I got my pre-order. I don't know when they're supposed to release. This trailer might actually say it. But yeah, really, really good game. I've watched so many breakdown videos on why this game is great, and even though I haven't played it, I feel comfortable saying that. Does it have a date? Give me a date. Physical version available March 19th. Cool. This is interesting. I'm really happy this is a thing. These games are supposed to they're character action games like Bayonetta, Devil May Cry. And while they aren't, and Metal Gear Rising is another comparison. While I don't know why they aren't this series isn't as popular as those other ones, I am not sure. But I know that they're not bad. These are games that I want to play. So the fact that there's a new accessible way to play all of them, and assuming that they're upscaled and look good and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna get this. I'm hoping there's a physical release. My thing is whenever they do collections on Switch, they don't usually include all the content on it. It's like Bayonetta, for example. I bought Bayonetta 2 and it had a download for 1. The Mega Man X collection was split into 2, where 1 was on the cart and 1 was a download. So I'm afraid that's gonna happen. But the other thing is that yes, this was revealed on the Nintendo Direct, but it's also going to be releasing on other consoles and PC, I think. So there'll be plenty of ways to play it. Hyrule Warriors DLC. I think it was just a teaser. They just had a list of stuff it was expected to have. So this will be real quick. Right. New weapon for Link, new costume for Link. Expanded roster. What does that mean? Weapons, new challenges, newly added challenging enemies, new character vignettes, newly added stages, roster. Okay, yeah, so I didn't play Hyrule Warriors. I'm not too excited for that. I think I'm gonna watch the story at some point. I gotta replay Breath of the Wild too. So this Bravely Default 2, is this the highlight reel? Or is this probably a full trailer for it? Yeah. I liked Bravely Default 1. I played about half of it, but I was told the other half is basically a repeat of the first half. But I feel like that was addressed with its sequels, so I think the thing that these games do the best are the class system and the Brave Default mechanic. Let me go back because I want to keep talking about it. My favorite JRPG combat is the SMT press turn system because of how engaging it is. And I think that despite my experience with this series, the Brave Default system is also really engaging. You can dip into your turn order to do extra stuff, and you can reach back, take future turns immediately, and then you have to wait and do nothing for a few turns. You can also stock your turns so that you can do them all at once, and that doesn't happen. So there's a lot of and you have 4 characters to do that with. I think up to 3 or 4 stores and uses you can do. So it's a really cool system, and one day I want to revisit this. I think Octopath did the same thing. We'll get there, P-Boy, I promise. We're not there yet. Okay, this is cool. I never put a lot of time into Ghosts and Goblins, but I think this is a really good way to approach a new release for it. It looks like it wears its influence of being really difficult on its sleeve, and it seems like there's a co-op feature where you can get some help, which is cool. It seems like a fun way to make the game easier and play with a friend. So I probably won't play it immediately, but it is cool. I like it. This is the other one I was talking about, Saga Frontier Remastered. I don't know what this is, but I think it's cool that niche JRPGs are getting remastered treatment on modern consoles. Apparently this uses AI upscaled backgrounds too, which is cool. Because Square hasn't been doing that. I think this is a Square release, if I remember everything right. So, yeah, like Final Fantasy IX, I did a review on YouTube, and one of the things I talked about was like there's no really good way to play it, because if you play the original on a modern display, there's a lot of visual noise. It's called dithering. And if you play the HD version, it'll be really blurry. Like, they don't upscale it, they just kind of blow up the image and it looks really blurry and fuzzy. So the fact that this game supports that AI upscaling means that hopefully they're going to do more of it. Been playing Cyber Shadow. I want to play it. I actually got to play it and talk to the cyber. What does he go by? Mecha Skull or something? I think it's Mega Skull. Cyber Shadow. I was able to Mega Skull. So I was able to talk to the developer and the people at Yacht Club Games for a little bit about the game. It was cool. It was a fun experience, and I want to play that game eventually. It looks solid. I like that Yacht Club is publishing games now too. Apex coming to Switch, cool. I love it. More support for the Switch, even if it's probably going to be really muddy looking graphics on the Switch. It's cool. Nothing I'd play, but again, like it's support for the Switch. No news on Breath of the Wild 2. I can't talk about the news if there is no news. Unfortunate, but again, I'm glad they're taking their time. I'm glad they want to make a good product. Okay. I played Skyward Sword before. I played it when it first came out. I like parts of it. The characters in that game are really good. Dungeon and design is really fun. I had no problems with the motion controls. I thought that they were fun. Maybe like a hot take that I like the controls. There's things that I like about it, but the world sucks. Like the overworld, both in the sky and on the ground. Like, the ground levels are designed like dungeons, which is cool because it's more content outside of the dungeons. But once you do that content, there's no exploration. So the fact that everything that's on the surface in that game is like linear content that you only do once sucks. And the fact that there is it's a barren sky world in the sky means that there's like nothing to do in the sky. So I think this game is absolutely worth one playthrough, but I personally am not interested in replaying Skyward Sword. The characters were really interesting. Like, there are definitely good things to be said about Skyward Sword. Also, you have the choice to not do motion controls in this one, which is great. It looks like 60 frames. It looks like it's, upscaled to 1080 because the Wii was never HD. So visually, mechanically, it looks good. I'm glad that there's accessibility with the control scheme. Tim said it's actually fun. IDK, I'll probably pass. Again, like, it is I'm so torn on it. I'm torn on saying good things about it. I'm torn on saying bad things about it. Like, I think that the dungeon and puzzle design is good. I'll say it again briefly. Like, the dungeon puzzle design's good. The characters are some of the best Zelda versions of Zelda characters. But I don't think it's worth 2 playthroughs. If you've never played it before, I say go for it. Like, no harm. But I personally just don't want to play it again. Like, part of me would like to, just to like do a review on it one day. But like, for fun, I would never play it twice. Waycons. Oh, and the other thing, which I don't think is mentioned here, is that this is $60. $60 for a Wii port. Like, again, Nintendo's very anti-consumer with this kind of thing, so if you haven't played it before, it's a new game to you, more power to you, spend the money, play a solid Zelda game. But as somebody who's already played it, I can't justify $60 for something I really don't want to play again. But it looks good visually. I always like the art style for it, and 60 frames HD looks good. Splatoon 3. I wanted to be really, 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 really excited about Splatoon 3. Like, I love Splatoon, but I've been really burned by Nintendo supporting their competitive communities, and I've talked about it before, like the free Melee, free Splatoon thing that happened. I did not want to buy more Nintendo Online, and that's really what you play Splatoon for, is the online. I'm torn on it. Like, of course, I don't have so much pride where, like, I'd feel bad if I bought Splatoon 3 and then I bought Nintendo Online to play it, because Nintendo makes good games, but I'm so mentally exhausted with just, like, expecting too much from them, you know? I made it friends at cons purely over the love of Splatoon. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that this is a thing. Splatoon's a great game. One of Nintendo's best recent IPs, but that's just where I stand on it. I'll suck it up, buy the game, and buy the online because I love Splatoon, but boy, do I not feel good about it. I've got some time. I think it comes out 22. I think it comes out next year. 2022, yeah. I've got time. I don't expect much from Nintendo between now and then, but, you know. Alright, so what do we have here? All day one stuff from BlizzCon. Okay, so we talked about the physical release here. This is part of the Blizzard thing. This is part of the Blizzard thing. Let me start here. BlizzCon 2021 announcements and reveals. Thank you, Chuck. From World of Warcraft to Diablo. So Blizzard Arcade.
Sam Adams just the haze has.
I think, again, this is a cool idea. I think they're doing the same thing as Capcom in that direct, surprisingly enough. Not surprisingly enough. Where, like, you can download it, get it. Well, actually, I don't know. Let me watch this. This is stuff I should probably, like, actually sit down for. I'm interested in Blizzard's really old stuff. Just, again, for, like, historic reasons. I probably wouldn't spend a lot of time. I probably wouldn't buy this. But I think it's cool that this really, really old stuff is being re-released. I think I heard somebody say that they used to give this stuff for free and now they're charging for it. But I don't know. I just don't know enough to, like, really comment. But I think it's cool when old stuff gets re-released. That's the only take I've got. Fine with any re-release of arcade games? Yeah, it doesn't hurt. I don't think it ever hurts. Ooh, 16:9 support on, like, an old arcade game. You don't usually see that on, like, pixeled games. That's crazy, actually. So that's cool. Do I have to watch? Yeah, I gotta watch an ad for each one.
IGN's FanFest 2021 is a celebration of the latest.
Playing an ad after the video. I don't play WoW. I got nothing to say on this. I think it's kind of funny. So, does anybody know if they're charged? Brian, are they charging for the expansion to Classic? Like, do you have to buy the expansion again on Classic? Or is it free? Okay. That's good. I thought that they were going to charge people to, like, buy it again on Classic. So that's good. I think that that's fine. Because from my understanding, the first expansion for WoW is received well. All the ones after that really aren't received well, was my understanding. Or at least, like, not as praised as this first one. So I think it's obviously a good idea to at least put the Burning Crusade in this. Won't get into how Blizzard ruined. Yeah, and see, like, this is out of my element, as you probably know. So, like,
A living soul.
first two are good. What's the title of the second one?
Sam Adams just
Everything after that's dog water. Wrath of the Lich King. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, I heard that was good too, just because I recognize the name. Hearthstone's getting its very own Warcraft-themed expansion. I don't recall the last time they did an update to Hearthstone. I'm sure they do it consistently, and I just am not in those circles to hear that news. I got nothing. Oh, wait, no, this is WoW getting Hearthstone DLC. Is that right? At BlizzCon 2021, it was revealed that Hearthstone's getting its very own Warcraft-themed expansion called Forge in the Barrens, a new game mode called Mercenaries, upcoming expansion. Am I looking at the wrong... World of Warcraft... Okay, I am looking at the wrong thing. This is what I'm supposed to be looking at.
Your cousin from
I was gonna say, like, I thought it was the other way. Like, I know Hearthstone is based on WoW stuff. Okay, alright. One at a time. Oh yeah, I'll loop that. Oh, not loop. Okay.
For a hero of the Horde.
I don't even know why I'm watching this, because I don't have anything to add to it. Looks like just the teaser too, doesn't show any cards. Diablo 4 Rogue Class trailer revealed. I got nothing to say. How's Diablo 4 being received so far?
Lurked around every corner. A league
It looks good, okay.
helped us realize another snap.
Because I know 3, people didn't really like 3 until like the years it took for them to just rework mechanics. That's my understanding of it. Diablo 4 visually looks good, but they're slowing it down, making it more like a game. Yeah, just watching Diablo 3's gameplay is very hard to comprehend for somebody who doesn't play it. There's a lot of noise. Alright, here's gameplay. Yeah, that's cool. I think that's the right way to do it, is to like slow the game down and make your movement have more of a purpose, I guess. Because, like, not that I like these kind of games, but I can see why people do, I guess. I think making the game feel heavier and weighty makes your movement more impactful. Like, 3, I just see people, like, speedrun every level. Yes, instead of spinning through the maps as fast as possible, yeah, like, I feel like every level of Diablo 3 is a speed run, just watching it from somebody who doesn't know anything. Yeah, makes your movements and actions mean something. I totally feel that.
Where temptation lurks.
So, the first time I talked about the Diablo 2 teaser, I was skeptical because of how they treated Warcraft 3. Like, that's something that news I heard about. So I'm hoping that this is like a straight remaster and not like a modernization into something like Diablo 3. So if you have any extra details, I'm curious. But I hope that it's one-to-one remake. Do they show gameplay for this? Is this Diablo 2? No, this is Diablo 1. Right? I thought Diablo 2 looked a little different. Okay, that's 2. I will actually play Diablo 2 if this is like one-to-one. Like, if they don't do anything stupid with the remaster. I think that's a really good, like, conversion to 3D. It looks like it holds its style. On PC and consoles with cross progression. Cross progression's cool. I like the idea of cross progression. I think more games should have it, but I don't know the logistics of doing it. Aside from, like, tying it to an account. So, I know that this is just the trailer, and I know that BlizzCon, like, is an entire stream of them talking about these games. What do I want to ask? like, I don't know. I just want to like confirm again that they're not doing any stupid changes to that. Like that's just a one-to-one remake. No dumb changes. Okay, all right, I'll believe it. All right, I will. You can hold me to it. I'll play Diablo 2 because I've wanted to. I don't want to play 3. I don't want to play anything modern by Blizzard, but I'm interested in playing Diablo 2. This is 40 minutes. What's the TLDR? Remastered all 23 minutes of the cinematics. Yeah, that's exciting. I'm glad. Like Warcraft 3 and Diablo 2 seem to be like the legacy games that people like the most, aside from World of Warcraft itself. So I'm glad that Diablo 2 is handled well. I wish Warcraft 3 could have gotten the same treatment. That sucks. That's all I gotta say. Some gameplay and stuff looks quite different from 1. I think I saw a little bit of this yesterday.
So excited.
It looked like 40 minutes of stuff.
Really striving to make it as authentic as
Redid all the gun sounds, character design, game feel. I don't think I'll buy Overwatch 2, but I hope that it's worth the reboot. Because, like, it's a sequel, but it looks kind of... It looks very similar. It looks like they're just adding new modes. But I feel like that's pretty shallow to say without knowing anything. I'm sure they put a lot of effort into trying to make it feel different. Do you believe that they would do a free-to-play model? Because I don't. I feel like they would charge... Overwatch 1's release was like really... not early in loot boxes, but when loot boxes started being mainstream. So Overwatch was one of the first games to release like make you pay money and add loot boxes in with it. So like I am not very confident that they would. I feel like they would charge and add loot boxes.
All these things play into making the game feel not just.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Hero missions is for these to be this co-op PvE.
Because wasn't Overwatch $40 and it had loot boxes in it?
And I have friends that they don't want to do that.
Or was it $60 on release?
A game that I can play hours and hours with
I'm pretty sure Overwatch 1 was $40. Okay, it was 60. Okay.
Hero mission.
Yeah, that was one of the first games to like be that designed that way.
The opportunities, the animations are going to change to show them freezing.
Just really find ways to level kind of.
It would make a lot of sense to do free to play, considering the first one, like a lot of people would jump right into it.
Was to make bombs that create these kind of ever-expanding smoke fields that you have to escape.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of this yesterday. I don't really have anything to add.
Would be cool.
You always want to change things now.
Seems to be.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Maybe I'll watch that in more detail later. More D2. Alright, that's where I'll stop with the gaming news for today. For anybody watching, I try to do it every weekend. So like every Saturday or Sunday, whenever I stream, I go over the gaming news, and you can post this stuff in this channel on Discord. So if you have anything, link it here. I'll go over it over the weekend. I'm gonna switch over to Sunset Overdrive now. The DLC for Sunset Overdrive is two $10 purchases. I think they're both new areas. There's new weapons and then like new missions. So I'm a little undecided on how I want to go about that, especially if I want to do a review on this game. But we'll figure that out by the time I finish the main game, which I'm thinking I can probably do today. Right. The last thing I tried to do was make a sword, and that didn't go too well. There we go.
Oh, serious? What is gonna make you crazy lady's happy.
Well, the thing is, I'm assuming that the gameplay doesn't change in the DLC.
Then they'll love you. Lie down. I'll get rid of them.
Hold on.
You can sleep. It's okay, Esperanza. Can't like this be my visiting hours or something?
Hey, sorry.
I like this kid.
didn't mean to throw you off. It's just Las Catrinas is crazy, you know?
Believe me, I know. But they're cool. I want to get out of here.
I don't know that any of us are getting out of here. I mean, you're getting out of here. Listen, is there
Use your words very carefully.
I never got to go to a baseball game.
Not missing much. I could spit peanut shells near your feet. Pretty much the same thing.
I never got to climb a mountain.
But you never got to fall off a mountain either.
Oh, come on. We
You're
can
not
do the
afraid of
mountain.
Falling off a mountain, are you?
I never got to see a rock concert.
What? That's no way to live. Every kid needs to rock. You want a show? I'll give you a show.
What do you mean?
You're gonna get the rock show of a lifetime.
Getting the band back together.
I don't kid around about rock and roll.
This game's so funny. So, my thing is with the DLC, I don't think the gameplay changes between the main game and the DLC, and what I really review is, like, the gameplay.
Let's see if she's up for it.
So I'm thinking I can get away with just watching the DLC and then talking about it briefly. Obviously, if I buy it and play it myself, I'll go into a bit more detail. But I don't know if I want to play through the DLC. I like this game a lot, but I'd like to move on to the next thing. I'm thinking maybe I could just buy the DLC at a later date. Like at a soon later date, and then play it on my own. What's up, Sabotage? Yeah, so I didn't buy Overwatch on release. That's why I wasn't actually sure. But I thought I paid $40 for it. Goes on sale a few times a year to $20. I'm surprised after this long it's not free. But they do still support it. They've been adding characters. I don't know when the last character for Overwatch came out. Because I haven't played that much of it. Save failed. What does that mean? I have to figure out how to turn the Xbox off completely, by the way. Because every time I shut it off, this game's still running. Like, I hit shut down console. So I hope I didn't do anything like that where it messed up the save. But it auto-saves, so maybe it'll do that again. This is where I'm supposed to be, right?
Hey, Wendy! I have a new role for you to play.
No more role playing. I'm done LARPing. I'm done with this city. As soon as I fix this boat, I'm out of
They
here.
add content often.
I'm forming a band.
Well, there's content and there's new stages and characters. So let me be more specific on my end. Is like, when was the last stage and character?
You're in.
Awesome.
All new characters will drop in both games. They're putting Overwatch 2 characters in Overwatch 1?
Can't swim. Do you think you could tow my boat in for me?
That's interesting. I feel like I get the reason to do an Overwatch 2 because you're putting a lot of new content in the game. But the way that the live service is supported, it's still weird to me. Like, I get Overwatch 2 brings hype and brings new sales. But it's like, why not just keep putting content in Overwatch 2? Like, the Team Fortress 2 added Man vs. Machine years after, and they never did TF3. That's the other thing, too, is it's really mixed signaling. I feel like they should stop supporting Overwatch 1 and just put those new characters in 2. I guess that's a good thing short term, right? Like, you do still support your Overwatch 1 players, but I don't know. I guess it's a good thing. Maybe I'm just cynical. Like, maybe it's a good thing that they're not just burning the Overwatch 1 players. I guess it's a good thing.
Got it. All
tow me in.
Here come the OD.
It's not his best day right there.
Keep those OD away from the harpoon.
Okay, I see one health bar. Where was the other one? Oh, well, they're on it. Actually, let me do the new weapons. I keep going the old reliable. 'Cause that's a proximity mine. Whoa! I have water surfing? I don't remember unlocking that. Alright, so next is this one. Okay. These guys hate AK-47s. I gotta try that swimming again. Or the water grinding, I guess is the only way to put it. There you go. Oh wait, I let go. Right? Ow. Oh, this one is not having a good day. Wow, they can jump. Yeah, what do they call this one? AK Foo. Is that a joke I just don't get? I gotta go get that one. Let's do the mine again. Because this is clearly an AK-47. There's a lot of fun guns in this game. And I suppose AK-47s can be fun. It's no TNT Teddy though, I'll say that much. Oh, that's right, I got the sword now. Except it's like not super powerful anymore. Where am I? Where do I need to be right now? Okay, there's a harpoon in the back. Ooh, camera. I will take that. I want to do... Oh yeah, I forgot about the Roman candle. This is way cooler. What are we accomplishing doing this also? Ow. Alright, this is easy. These two are right next to each other. Where am I going next? Or are we done?
I'm not getting off this thing until the coast is clear.
That's got some good range to it. Clear the... Oh! Clear the dock. I didn't see anything until a second ago. Nah, not the AK. Do Roman candle. that everyone? No.
That's all of them.
All right, you got your bass player. When's the show? I need a little time to practice.
Tonight, at my base downtown.
Cool, I'll meet you there.
I need a drummer. Aren't they just
Honestly, sounds like a mistake to me unless
Overdrive?
Overwatch 2 is significantly worse
Sam?
than the first. Most people will move on. I imagine Overwatch 1 gets toned down, small balance updates. Yeah, it seems like a really weird thing to do, especially because it's splitting the team up, like development-wise. This is the first time, like, I'd argue in favor of, like, a business strategy. Like, it seems way easier just to support one game than to do both. It seems complicated, right? Like, with the updated characters and balance patches and stuff, and they're not going to be the same game by the end, even if they have the same characters, which, that's not a huge deal. Because, like, there's plenty of, like, fighting games, for example, that get multiple releases that just aren't the same game because of the mechanics.
We're ready for anything Fizco can throw at us. Sam told me you need a drummer.
You up for it?
Sure, but I need a kit. There's a bunch of drums in that truck down there.
I got this.
I suppose if they do it right, it's only a good thing in, like, supporting both games, though.
And some taiko drums.
I just don't know if it's ideal in terms of, like, the workload.
Where?
Are you okay?
Yeah. But now we got an OD problem. Wait, I got an idea. Hey, now get to the next one without touching the ground.
Oh, wait. I can do this.
Now, melee slam.
Dive bomb, then B. Okay.
Around, the taiko drums lose their stylish luster.
Oh, I gotta start over with the bounce, I think. No? Am I not doing it right? I feel like I'm doing it right.
Maybe if I just jump on the drum.
Bounce to arm.
Now get to the next one without.
Oh, I see. I gotta, like, set them up. I don't get it. This one's lit. Okay, I get it. I think? Does it tell me where to go next? So this one lights up, right? I bounce on this one. This one doesn't light up. Where's 2? Unless it's a specific drum I gotta find. Is it one of these drums? Thought it might have been this one.
Now, melee slam. Stylish taiko chain.
Okay, it's a specific drum. I'm guessing. I didn't even see if that one lit up.
I get it. You set off all the taikos in one chain, and you can kill all the OD at once. Then I'll be able to go in and collect my drums.
Okay, and now I get it.
Gotta concentrate here.
That's 8, 9, 10.
Slam the last one. Very resourceful. I'll get the kit and meet you at your base.
Nice.
Now I only need a lead singer and a guitarist. Not Sam. He's too late. Not Floyd.
Why not Floyd?
Floyd.
Where are we going? Conveniently placed poster.
Rockfest, huh? It's a long shot, but I'll give it a try.
Can I go up this? Look like something I could grind up. Oh, let's try surfing on the water. That's crazy. I don't remember ever getting a notification for that. They taught me how to do everything. Let me clear the door first before I let anybody in uninvited.
Holy shit! You're King Buzzo from the Melvins!
In the flesh, so to speak.
I'm putting on a show for some sick kids. I've got a bass player and a drummer, but I could really use a frontman.
Benefit show, huh? Cool. I'm there.
Thanks, King Buzzo.
Awesome! I've got a base a few blocks away. Maybe there in a few hours.
I know the place. I'll be there. Now, if you could just take a step back.
Like this?
Never meet your heroes. They'll slam the door in your face.
Are coming tonight, right?
I said I was.
Yes. Yes, you did.
You still standing out there?
No.
Oh. I mean, yeah, not on purpose. You know, I'm just tying my shoe.
Oh, I blew it. How embarrassing. I'm gonna think about this poor interaction for weeks.
The Melvins are actually gonna play at my place. Sometimes the end of the world is pretty damn great.
Not that way. Go this way. I wonder if there is a reward for collecting every single collectible in this game. I'm very curious, because I'm having fun with collectibles. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have gone this way. Whoa! I blew it. Definitely, okay, definitely in the right spot.
Looks like you're gearing up to take Fisco head on. It'll be far from easy. I had to put some fuse boxes around the base so we can get loud. Downside is they might be powered by a little bit of overcharge, which means OD will come running. So lay down some traps just like you always do. Let Buzz know when you're ready to start rocking.
Oh, we're doing the show now. There are 3 this time. I don't know what side they're gonna come from. Let's see. I have 125 to work with. I realized that the bouncing is really good. I like the geyser traps. Try... I like this idea that they're also, like, bouncing pads. Because, like, you can put so many of them down. Alright, this side looks like it needs some. I don't really like the electric ones, especially if it's OD. I'm just gonna fill the place with them. Yeah, I guess I'll say it again. I just like the idea that you can put grind and bounce pads anywhere you want, because it helps with your movement, and they're also weapons. That's a bad spot. I'm gonna go with the bounce geyser again. I guess I'll put one here. My thing is I don't know the layout. I don't know where these guys spawn from. I don't think they come all the way up here. That's got 2 geysers. Let me get a bird's eye view. I think I'm good. I've still got a lot to place. So I'm going to put them right on top. I think I can get away with putting 2 at each one. Maybe. They're like 15. This is fine. It means only one of them is going to be understaffed. I hope I can put it in the water. Oh no! Can't put any in here. Alright, so this one I gotta guard with my life. Interesting. Guess I'll put this here. And then a grind cooker over here. That's everything.
You've got to keep doing what you're doing. And I got to keep my mind off Walter.
Time to
Dang.
piss off the neighbors.
Way to lower that mood.
Check. 1, 2, check.
You did good.
That's an understatement.
You made a kid with tonsillitis happy. It's not like you saved the world or anything.
Yeah, I did. Tonsillitis? I thought he had cancer. Well done, little man. Well done.
We need a little more time to set up. Keep those OD out of the base, and we'll get started as soon as we can. Hey,
That is a lot.
Don't let the OD near the fuse boxes. They're really delicate.
Keep him away from the fuse box. Got it.
Wait, go over the barrier, not under. This is good. I know I'm probably ignoring another half of the map. Man, they're so fast. I don't know where they're going on that barrier. I didn't put any traps there. There we go. No, I don't want traps. I want the weapon wheel. Okay, let's see Captain Ahab.
This concert doesn't start soon. We're out of here.
No, just be patient. Wendy's working on it.
Got a minute to go, right? Oh my god. Anybody? Okay, they're in like this middle area. These walls don't last very long.
Don't leave yet. We're almost ready.
Bounce.
We're almost ready. Just a little longer.
All right, that can't be the end though, right?
Hello, Sunset City.
Woohoo! Awesome! Yeah! Yippee! Yeah! Yeah! This is so cool!
Ooh, even I'm jamming out. Look at that leg work.
It's going to ruin the concert. Don't make my kids sad, or I'll kick you dead.
What side are they starting from? Whoa. He got stuck on the trap. Ooh, Herker, we're at. That needs my full attention. I don't see any. I feel like he's not that hard to miss. Wait, I didn't get any kind of warning though. Oh, there's a bunch over there. Oh, here's one. Alright, well, I lost 2. I see where they are now. Yeah, these traps go for a while. Come on. Encore.
I thought you were gonna get killed quickly. Then I thought I was gonna kill you. But now I look forward to our time together. Until you're killed.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
This is the nicest thing. I'll show you how to get into Fisco HQ. But sneaking you in is as far as I'm willing to go. If we get killed with you, then the kids are as good as dead.
Okay, I think I have a plan. Sam, where are you?
I'm almost at the overpass.
Good, let's meet there.
Where is the overpass? I think I've had a change of heart. I think I do want to play the DLC.
Call the others. Time to go all in. I know you're all wondering why I called you here tonight. Take a look around. All of this will be yours someday. Or we'll be dead.
I found a hidden code buried in a Fisco data drive. I've only decoded a small piece, but it is a massive bit of work. They are planning
I
something.
forgot about the radio tower guy.
Need access to the server room in their headquarters.
But that's in their headquarters.
That will be a monumental task.
Well, what's our
I like this group of misfits.
With all the automation and whatnot, there ain't nobody to shoot.
If I may address the court, you said you needed everyone. Yet we are not all here. I see the painted tarts are not here. Oh!
What is going on? Why is there no sound?
Together we'll take Fisco down.
What was that?
Or we won't, but we'll get some wicked respawn animations. Who's with me?
The realest thing he said all day.
For the Oxfords.
For Troop Bushido.
For the footage.
I think there's something wrong with her sound.
For each other.
Interesting.
There are none of our guardians.
This looks like the end. Rendezvous at the Fisco camp. Okay, we're here. I don't remember what the best thing for these were. I think it was the AK. Pretty sure it was the AK.
Wow, you totally killed that guy. You're like a sexy Mexican ninja.
Puerto Rican.
I'm safe, Esperanza.
And you keep distracting us.
I'm almost dead already.
We're heading into the sewer pipes now.
Sewer pipes?
Keep moving, cabron.
Has it always made like a guitar sound when I take a big hit? I never noticed that. That's another like small style thing I really like. Can somebody drop some health? Missed the umbrella. Nice, that's leveled up.
There are none of our guardians.
I'm running out of ammo quick. I don't know what I should be using against these guys. Oh, I probably have enough money to buy the Fisco weapon. Ow, ow, ow. This is rough. Man, I can't stay still for a second. Whoa, I can't even grind for a second. Think you're spoiled by DBZ Fighters? It is really good. I think I was talking to Pakala about like whether or not they're gonna do a sequel or do more seasons. And I feel like the game holds up where it doesn't need a sequel. It's so good. But the other thing to mention is Guilty Gear, the one that we're playing, is really old. But some of that stuff will translate to the new game, which is really nice. I feel like the game feel, even though the one that the XX core is the one that's remembered fondly, there's still been a lot that's come out between games. People played Guilty Gear Zerd for a long time. Guilty Gear's such a much better fighting game in my mind. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Strive. I hope it's great, because I want to practice it. I never played a Guilty Gear. I've never been a fan of Guilty Gear during the time of a new release. So I do hope that this is one people want to play for a while. Or not only that, I hope it's good so that people play it for a while. Like, in that order. Because, like, it can be bad and people want to play it, I'm sure. Been there. Been there with the Smash series. I'll probably practice some Guilty Gear after this. I think I'm gonna beat this game today, because it looks like the end here. Buy the DLC and maybe stream the DLC tomorrow. We'll see. I got time to think about it.
We're through the sewers and into the sub-basement. Those were like the cleanest
cleanest sewers ever. Not that I'm a sewer expert, but I expected a lot more solid waste. I didn't see a single
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you're probably talking about the inputs, right? Because you said you had some trouble with the inputs.
Getting a little hairy out here. Cats and dogs living together and whatnot. Just work fast, Sam.
Giant robot Brill Cream. I feel like I missed a couple steps, but I'm thankful he's on my side.
Focus, Sam.
Okay, give me a few minutes. Oh, where the hell is the start?
Yeah, now I can't find any robots. There we go. There's one up here. Yeah, also Fighters has auto combos, which is great. Like, no exaggeration, I like auto combos. They help me learn the mechanics before I need to learn combos. But Guilty Gear does not have any of that.
There's a weapon somewhere inside the building that's going to activate in a few minutes.
What kind of weapon? Like a bomb?
Ooh, ow.
I don't know. All I know is that it's inside the building somewhere and it's going to destroy the whole city.
Where inside the building?
I'm getting conflicting information. It's too much pressure. Oh, I get diarrhea when
Hang
I'm
on.
nervous, you know?
Okay, new plan. What if we just destroy the whole building?
That could work. But how would you destroy a building?
I don't know. I'll improvise.
Wait, I have an idea. There is a huge bottle of overcharge on top of a building close by.
Is there real soda in there?
Get up to that bottle and hurry. We set up a harpoon for you. It should help you get to the bottle faster.
Where's the harpoon?
Don't worry, we'll take care of any additional forces.
There's the harpoon.
Believe in you. This is Sunset Overdrive, not ET. Give me some space. Work.
You need to get
I don't
bottle. Hurry, we don't have much time.
I don't know about that one. Oh, I probably, you know what? I've got a sword too. They've got beam swords, but I might be okay. Where am I heading? To that soda.
That bottle is actually filled with overcharge. So when you get there, just hit it a few times to build up the pressure inside.
And then what?
It might fly straight into the building.
Might? Great plan, Sam.
You're at the bottle? Good. Now, hit it.
I'm attacking a huge bottle. Hey, this is hero's work right here.
Am I doing this
I
right?
gotta hit this thing.
That should be enough. Now, when it launches, it might be unstable.
So I want to get out of here.
Well, that makes two of us.
This is a great plan.
Giddy up, little doggy.
We're missing sound effects again. What the heck? Why is this happening? It took like the last two cutscenes to have audio glitches. Do I need to make my own sound effects? Why? This makes me sad. You guys still need to play the PS3 JoJo's game. That one was good. Wait, who
I
did?
just lost the best friend I've ever had.
I'm gonna get a sick respawn animation, aren't I? I am.
And the world lost a hero.
A hero that will live on in this city and in our hearts forever.
Rest in peace. It's a very abrupt ending. Is this the ending? Do I die? I'm so confused.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Okay, alright. I like this
That's
game.
the ending? Are you serious? Whose idea was that? Yours? Or yours? Bad move, guys. NeoGaf is gonna eat you alive. You know what? I deserve a better ending. I got an idea. Okay, rewind.
Maybe we get sound effects this time.
Best friend I've ever had.
I want my sick respawn animation.
Hey, everybody. Who wants to get drunk on milk and crackers?
What a dumb ending though.
That whole riding the bottle into the building thing, did it look as cool as it felt?
Yeah, this is why Soda is bad. It deletes your sound files. It corrupts your sound files. I feel like I gotta do this again to see if the same thing happens. Like, there's no way this is common.
Wait, don't tell me. Giant city-destroying robot? Heh.
Yes, sir. The building. Okay, I thought that was the ending. Yes, sir. Total annihilation in 3.5 minutes.
There's a device near the top of the building, a power core of sorts.
Oh, we gotta climb the building. I love that these bosses include, like, platforming to them. Ooh, almost there.
Tentacles. Why did it have to be tentacles?
You have to get up to the top, to its core.
Must have needed the jump or something.
Bounce on those hover drones.
Oh, I see. There's electricity on it.
Those drones, you can use them. Its core is in its head. Get to the top, hurry. Shoot the core.
Okay. This? Okay, this is it. Except I can't stand on it.
Yep, I got plenty of cash. I should buy a new weapon.
Fisco apologizes for this impending destruction of Sunset.
Alright, let's try that again.
Your checks are in the mail.
I got conflicting information.
There's a device near the top of the building, a power core of sorts.
A power core. There's always
Bounce. Bounce.
Its core is in its head. Get to the top, hurry.
The core is in its head. Get to the top and shoot. Okay. So I need to stay on here.
You actually what? I have a power core? Why did I not know this? Everybody knows the only reason you have a power core is so someone can destroy the power core.
It's so cool this takes place in the whole map. I love this idea. The only thing I'm not sure about is, like, Fisco doesn't have a figurehead explaining the motives for all this. I love the mascot, don't get me wrong.
If you're looking for another way up, try some nearby rooftops.
Okay. Let's get up this rooftop.
Fuck you! Yeah, that's my message to you.
Use the rooftops to get up to the top of the robot.
Are there any bounce pads without roofs right above them? Okay, good save. I gotta say, all the boss fights in this game are hits. Right, we're done. Ooh. Alright, I think this is good. We're two.
Hey man, it's Floyd. So you know that big ass robot that's like setting fire to the city and all that?
I know the one.
Is that real? Because I had a lot of nightmares about giant robots when I was in first grade, and I don't know if I'm like regressing. That's some shit, you know, stress-induced hallucinations maybe, but it's freaking me out, man.
It's real, Floyd, and if you stop talking,
I'll sort it out.
Well, then quit talking and kill the shit out of it. Jeez, this ain't social hour, you know. We used to have social hour when I was in third grade. This is Tower. Yeah, we just sit around and we talk shit.
hanging up now.
Stop! There are no other plot twists after I have become Fizzy, the destroyer of worlds. If you strike me down, I will become more powerful than you could possibly.
That's a reference.
So I'm gonna say this.
Sam, are you there?
Kim, are you okay?
Yeah. I just wanted to say, in case we all die, you've been a really good friend.
I already died once this game.
Maybe more.
A few times if you count the other deaths.
Okay. And, same to you, poor Kim. It's nice to know there's people like you in this world.
Aw, that's really sweet.
Hey, looks like you can use the elevated train tracks to get up higher.
Get off me, asshole!
Ooh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Up yours, Sunset City.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, I recovered. Last time I got knocked way off.
I don't want to get your hopes up, so I won't. I'm gonna kill you. What do you think you're doing? You can't defeat this robot. Resistance is futile, so just take it.
I'll go with the AK.
You wanna fight? Okay, let's fight. Oh,
This is an ending. Found files and all.
Now that is how you end a game.
The robot's still talking even though I killed it. Look at the kids go. Even with tonsillitis, he can move. You went from garbage picker to savior of Sunset City. We're all proud of you, really. Yeah, I'll do the DLC. I decided. I think it'll be fun to play a little bit more off stream because I do really enjoy this game. And I'll do the story stuff as well. I'm gonna let the credits play. I'll be right back. So if I do play through the DLC, that means the only thing I haven't been able to experience in this game is the online multiplayer mode, which I'm really curious about. But I think if I watch it, and it also shares the same format as that tower defense that I've been doing, because there's missions built in the story for it. But I'm not sure how much 1 month of Xbox Live is. I don't really think it's worth doing that. 1 month, $5? eBay. I don't know. I'll look into it. Yeah, what if I just buy it from Xbox? I don't want Game Pass. That's not what I'm looking for. Xbox Gold 1 month. I see 3 month. I don't want that. Buy Xbox Live Gold. $10 a month. Yeah. I'm already doing 20 on the DLC if I do that. Anybody streaming right now? Yes. So I'll see if there's any like post credits thing, and then I'll raid and end for today. What does close mean? Is that the same as skip? Let's see. So, gaming scheduling, right? I started SMT4, so I'm playing that on the side. I'm gonna do the DLC for Sunset Overdrive on stream. I'm probably gonna move to Mario afterwards, Super Mario 3D World, because I really like that game. I want to do a video on it, but I want to do multiplayer. So like just, I don't know, I feel like I want to put a lot of time into that game, both on and off stream, before I actually do like a review on it, because I really like that game, and I want to convey my thoughts on it in like every aspect of it. But I can't really get people together during a pandemic. So maybe... I also thought about just doing Bowser's Fury to play new content. And then, like, come back, revisit that game at another time. What else? As far as, like, YouTube goes, every day I'm getting a little bit closer to finishing Lost Odyssey script. It's taking a long time, and I might have to get more footage for it, which I think I can do pretty easily. I've still got to write for Cadence of Hyrule, Recore, and this game eventually. I feel like knowing this game, there's got to be something for end credits. I'm gonna stick around for them. I don't know how long they are, though. Oh, this is the music. I was wondering if this music was made just for Sunset Overdrive, or if it was like licensed music. Because all the songs are credited to... Okay, here's licensing. Because, like, maybe some of this stuff shouldn't have been streamed, but whatever. So here's music licensing. Because this game is licensed to use this music. I am not licensed to stream it on Twitch, but You know, you live and you learn. I don't listen to a lot of punk rock, but I like it. I feel like punk rock in like 2000s punk rock. I don't know where to look, but I love that kind of stuff. But this game did a really good job, like, visualizing, like, keeping to a theme. Additional creature sound design. Phil Spencer, I know that name. Did we figure out? Yeah, this was a day one release for the Xbox One. I played Recore. I found out that's 2016. Plus, it had. I bought the regular disc for Recore, and I didn't realize it, but it has. As soon as you put the disc in, it updates to the definitive version. And there's a lot of changes to the definitive version, and I can imagine how disappointed people would have been in the game in its release state. Like, oh boy, I'm gonna write a review on that game too, and I'm gonna talk about all those changes between the release version and the definitive version. That's a lot of stuff. I think that's about it as far as games that I really want to dig into for Xbox One exclusives. There are really not a lot. Like, yeah, I could play Halo 5, but I'm not really interested in playing the campaign or making any kind of content from it. Yeah, I could do Dead Rising 3 and 4, but I really don't want to, because I feel like only 1 and 2 were the only ones that were received well. I didn't really hear anything about 3 and 4. I didn't even know there was a 4th one until I looked into it. I thought it was just Dead Rising 3. 4 apparently has Frank West in it. Yeah, but bravo. As far as like the base game goes, I'm really happy with this. I feel like you don't need to play the DLC, but I kind of wish there was a definitive release so that all that content could be like acquired cheaply. Because I spent $10 on the base game and the DLC is $20 because it's not on sale. So I try to, when I get games late, I try to get the definitive versions. Huh. None? I didn't know None was into classic JRPGs. But he posted that he played Lunar and Lunar 2, and I own them. Maybe I should give it... I wanted to give him a try. He said amazing and underrated. People don't talk about him enough. Lunar 2 was tough. I was trying to think about what game to play next for my JRPGs, and I was trying to decide between Dragon Quest VIII, which I have on PS2, but the 3DS is the most content. The 3DS physical is very expensive. SMT4 Apocalypse I already had. And Final Fantasy 6 and 8 were my other choices. But I've always had Lunar in the background since I own those. I got the complete versions from a friend. I can skip it. Is this teasing the DLC? See, I still don't like it's light-hearted fun, but they don't really talk about the story in any way.
I'm not the hero that Sunset City deserves, or the hero it needs, but I'm pretty much all it's got. So everybody can just deal with it.
Thanks for watching the video. If you want to see more like it, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/RyanBeardy. Follow me on Twitter at RyanBeardy, and I have a Discord with the link below.